Aggregate demand in a two-sector model, AD is equal to C plus I. Although aggregate demand has four elements or components, the two-sector model of aggregate demand focuses on only two components, that is investment expenditure and consumption expenditure. According to this, aggregate demand is equal to consumption plus investment, or AD is equal to C plus I. Diagrammatic representation of AD. The aggregate demand depends on the income and expenditure of an economy. Generally, when the income of an economy rises, the expenditure also rises and vice versa. Considering this, it can be stated that income and expenditure have a positive relationship. Important points about AD. Aggregate demand is a measure of the aggregate income and expenditure of an economy, that is AD is equal to C plus I. Number 2, there is always a minimum level of consumption irrespective of the income level. That is, the consumption always remains positive irrespective of the income of the buyer or user. For example, in the above case, even though the income is 0, there is a minimum level of consumption of 30. This consumption is known as autonomous consumption, OS. Number 3, the consumption expenditure curve in the aggregate demand represents that the consumption slope is always increasing. However, after reaching a certain level, that is the equilibrium point 300 in this case, the consumer starts saving a certain amount of their income. Number 4, the investment expenditure curve remains constant and is assumed to be independent. For example, in the above case, the investment expenditure remains constant at rupees 30 crores and the level of autonomous investment is indicated by OR. Number 5, the AD curve never starts from the base value, that is 0, as there is always a minimum level of consumption.